Come on in, sit next to me. Tell me how you been and spill a little tea. Share a happy grin and let your mind go free. Everybody wins, keep it light and carefree. It's just a thoughtful exchange. We're engaging our brains about the arts here in town. Get the word going round. So come on in, sit next to me, and sip a little Fort Dodge tea. Fort Dodge tea, a thoughtful exchange about the arts. Thanks for dropping by.
We're sitting down. It's episode number 12 with Fort Dodge Tea. This is awesome because this means this is essentially your like 1 year worth of podcasting.
Nice.
Yes.
Congrats.
The high five is well deserved. I've said it on my own podcast. All the credit here goes to Shelly. You literally do all the work, and I'm just over here pushing buttons and
No, you do work also.
saying stuff too. So like this is really fun. I've had a great time the whole last year. It's kind of weird to look back at everyone I've talked to. As a matter of fact, one of the last episodes of my podcast that came out, I did like a little, here's 5 minutes of this one, here's 5 minutes of this one, and I took a couple episodes and made a mini episode out of some Fort Dodge stuff, and it's really, really kind of fun to see the FDT stuff come together.
Yeah, I've looked back at like the list, and we really have covered a shit ton.
Yeah, you've been
in
everywhere.
This first year, as far as businesses, nonprofits, the Smeltzer one was really great. The Carl King Band one is like school systems are using that now and cutting.
That's awesome.
I know.
That's really cool.
Which is what we wanted.
Yeah, this has been a really fun time. I mean, if you guys are listening right now, wherever you're listening, if you have the availability to do so, just comment whatever you think your favorite episode so far has been. We might trump that one this week though, because this one's going to be really funny. Like I said, we've been everywhere, all over town, but today we are at Oh Goodies.
Yes, we are.
This is awesome. So
so Oh Goodies is one of our newer members of Fort Dodge Fine Arts, but an important member nonetheless. This was a long time coming. Yeah, so welcome to the family.
Well, Oh Goodies is a relatively-ish new kind of place. I mean, you've been here a while, but
a year.
But it's not
hitting our year right now.
Yeah, but a year's not really.
No.
When I think back, I've been here, and it's had a few different names. As a matter of fact, one of the first shows I was ever involved in with like local musicians, I was running sound for somebody in this building, and it just kind of like every time I come here and just kind of like reminiscent of that, like, wow, this is kind of the place where it all started for me a little bit, and it's so fun to be able to come back here when it is Oh Goodies. And I've played here before. You had like an open mic night, jam night type thing going on here once. I got to go up there and play along with some people on that. I've played a couple shows here, so it's really kind of neat to be able to just have this place here still supporting music. And
I do walk in and I'm like, it still takes me a second with the bar.
Where's the bar?
Yes, because my eyes always go.
For those that were here a lot in the past, back in the day, yes, the bar was over here versus that side now. Way better flow. Everything's a lot easier to work with. Musicians being up front on Friday nights, so much better off. So.
Oh yeah, because you have less people kind of crowding in the frontal area of where the band
around
would be
the
at.
bar. Yeah,
okay.
right in here.
That makes
so
a lot
much
of
better
sense.
to work with.
I like that.
Yeah, it looks great.
Is that the original bar? You just like took it and flipped it, or?
Nope. We redid the whole thing this time.
Oh wow!
Yeah, tore down everything to the bones underneath the whole new floor. Replaced a bunch of joists and stuff, and got it all back together again. So
it looks really clean too for
Yes.
you germ freaks. This is very clean.
Thank you. Yeah, that's a big thing for us.
Yeah, it should be. And I like the stools at the bar too.
Yeah.
Those look comfy.
All right.
So we want to talk about Oh Goodies, obviously, and events and things like that coming up. But first,
that's never good.
well, Justin Goodno. I mean, I would venture to say that a majority of the community, if they don't know you, has at least heard of you with some of the other. We won't go into all the details of that because I do have a scroll of them. But just talk about you for a minute. Talk about, I don't know a lot about you prior to Fort Dodge or this business or, some of the barbecue things and things like that.
So been around this town my whole life.
Okay.
Leuenberger's preschool was on the north side, started there.
Yep.
Was a Cooper kid. So graduated from Cooper, Phillips Middle School, Fort Dodge Senior High, Iowa Central, then took a little time off, went off to the University of Iowa. completely stopped for a little while, went out to the West Coast, lived about 45 minutes north of Seattle.
Okay.
And then I came back.
What were you doing out there?
Nothing.
Okay, great.
I left the University of Iowa as a philosophy and like psychology major and went, no, this is not for me. I need to take a little time off, figure out something else, and that's what I did.
Looking for a philosophy factory out west. Yeah, I don't know.
The purpose had to be refound, but to be honest, then I had some family stuff, so I came back. And after that, I went back to senior high and worked there for a little while. So now a lot of the kids who had me as a homeroom or study hall teacher and when I was a para are all grown up, all have kids, that kind of thing. Then I went back again after I graduated from Buena Vista here. So every part of my schooling has been Fort Dodge. So if that's a good thing or a bad thing, I don't know. But either way, it's all been here. And
I think I've seen some JGs carved into some of the armrests at Phillips Auditorium. Would that have been you?
I got a really bad story that I could tell you from finding a detention slip in a book on a shelf when I went back as a teacher. Randomly opened a book and the piece of paper in it was a detention slip for me. So I'm not sure how it lasted that whole time, but it was fun to find that and look back on it. But
that's hilarious.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm Fort Dodge all the way. They said went from Buena Vista and graduated with my education major. Went and started teaching English at the high school.
I didn't know that about you. Okay.
Yeah, and after a couple of years, I kind of thought, I don't know if this is exactly what I want, and I became a safety director for L&M Ethanol, and now that's been like 18 or 19 years ago, so I'm still here, still doing stuff. Originally did the bar when I was like 27 or 28, did it for like 14 years. My best friend Larry did it for like 3 or 4 right after me, and then we got out, and that's when it became all the different names.
Yeah.
Kings, Four Seasons, Koozies 1, Koozies 2.0. So there was that whole little time where things kind of boom, 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 boom. So
I might have been in here and played at all those places, honestly.
Yeah, there you go.
Was all of your bar experience in that 14 years, was that here too? In the same...
Yeah,
location?
I was at Oh Goodies when I ran this.
Okay,
yep,
that's
initially,
what I thought.
I worked as a DJ and a bartender in Iowa City for a little while. I've bartended and worked a couple other places and stuff like that. But no, the basis of everything's been here. So,
with all of that being said, what was the first project that you took on as far as community-wise? Because you have been involved in a lot of different projects from that aspect.
You're right. I've done a lot of different stuff. So I'm not even sure anymore where all that lists. Fort Dodge, recently I've been doing stuff with the Ford out there, talked to them a little bit, and I'm a board member out there. I've got a nonprofit that is 515 Wildlife Rehabilitation, which got me a little crazy this morning. Matter of fact, we had some intakes come in today. So baby squirrels, a bat, and whatnot this morning. So it was a little bit of a wild morning. But 515 Wildlife Rehabilitation is my nonprofit. We save, rescue, rehabilitate, rehab all native Iowa animals. Doesn't really matter what it is. And we've had just about everything.
You said it was a wild morning. Is that good marketing? Or
there you go. It was a wild morning.
Yes. Okay, I see a YouTube series coming on here.
Whenever you're ready, we could definitely supply the content.
All right, let's hook it up.
Yeah, that could be its own episode in itself, I'm sure.
A lot, yes. If you've never chased a squirrel through the house, it's a lot of fun. So
Wild Mornings with Goodno.
That's right.
Yeah, so you guys have a Facebook page.
Yep.
And ways to people can reach out and find out more information about that as well. Were you also involved in some cook-off?
Oh, absolutely. Fort Dodge Barbecue and Chili Lovers Society. Way back in the day, my dad and I used to hang out at the chili cook-offs, and that was kind of how I got involved in all that stuff. And then it was going to fold. And so I said, well, we can't have that. So I think I've been running it for 25 years now or something like that.
Oh,
I don't know. Yeah, it's wild to think back, like how long this has really been. But there's been a lot of chili cook-offs.
Yeah.
So, and we kind of throw in a barbecue one here and there, and that kind of thing. I know we're gearing up to do some more. So
I was going to say, it's fall's usually the chilly one, isn't it?
March.
Oh,
we
March.
switched them. We
Okay.
moved it indoors. We've done some different stuff with that, playing around. The weather did not want to cooperate anymore. There would have been 3 of the last 4 chili cook-offs that would have been canceled because of weather. And so
wow.
we've played around with timing, dates, and stuff. Still kind of want to try to get back and do something outside once in a while, but.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a good thing. I think people still really understand the chili cook-off thing and know to come to it and kind of know what's going on with that. So,
Dude, that the chili cook-off's a big deal. Like I'm from Humboldt. I'm in like a county over, but like you don't always hear the news and all the events and things that are going on like one county over in the next town or whatever. But I always know the chili cook-off. Like there's always people talking about it. I mean, it's all over my Facebook feed. Like it's a thing that people like sometimes take very seriously and sometimes in a fun, goofy way. And I think that's one of my favorite things about it is it's not just people like, I made chili and it's the best. Like there's people out there like
Costumes.
making a spectacle out of the whole thing.
yes, absolutely.
That's awesome.
My favorite moments are Joel Hamlow and Josh
Yes.
Mason, right?
Absolutely.
Yes.
I look forward to that.
Formerly known as the Handsome Devils.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, they're great.
Yeah. Every time those two, it's like they just disappear and go into hibernation, then they come out of nowhere, and you're just like, what are these guys doing? This is insane. Like they just start like random beefs that are all just like fake online. Like they were just like had like a rivalry with Brutal
forgot about
Republic
those
for a while.
videos.
So
Like,
good.
dude. They were like cutting like pro wrestling style like. I don't know, promos against each other. It was funny.
They are very creative.
Yeah, they show
Those two for sure.
They show up to the chili cook-off and they'll literally like sing songs about chili or songs about regular stuff and they'll just make it about chili. Like they're so funny.
Joel's the real deal chef too.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
So
like,
he's concocting all the chili there.
He can really cook up some pretty awesome stuff. I think he wants me to not like him, but too bad, Joel. I really like you.
And I suppose I got to throw this in for him. Go Jets. Yeah.
Jets.
Jeez.
Those are the 70s? What are we talking about?
Right?
Okay, enough about Joel. So talk a little bit about why the reopening, why the going back to the Oh Goodies. How did that happen?
Sure. So a lot of people have asked, like, why did you get back into this? It's not an easy business. It's
Yep.
not whatever. But we had a lot of people from the community talk about wanting something back downtown, something that they could count on to have events, count on to have stuff going on, that kind of thing. So that was the initial push, I guess. We just had enough people that were wanting something a little different downtown. So initially we thought, well, if we could move the bar over, I think we were just giving each other obstacles to try to maybe not get it done.
Deter it.
Yeah, I don't know. We can't make it easy or anything. So,
No.
but we've got, we moved the bar to the other side, which you guys have already talked about a little bit. We did a remodel and then the building next door. And I can't say enough. We worked with the city on it. We had great people involved in that project. It went so quick and so well. Everything went really great with it, and that kind of prompted, where we're at with things. So the initial thought process was remodel, knock down the building next door, put in a patio, do that initial stuff. That was kind of, if we can make that a plan, then
Yeah.
we'll go back into the bar business and see what we can do with it.
That's a good way to look at it, though. You got to like start out with like, what's your plan? I mean,
Yeah.
I just think about like the logistics of everything. Like even if you have like storage in the basement, now you don't have to haul a 2-wheeler across the bar to like load the bar
Through
back.
people.
I mean,
Yeah.
there's so many things about this that make so much sense about. I mean, like you have the parking lot right over here, the patio, which he mentioned is actually here and it's open.
It
and
is. You've played a show out there.
live music out
That's
on the
right.
patio exists at
Yes.
O'Goodies.
I love a good patio.
Oh, it's so awesome, and it was a great time. Like, anyways, yeah, keep going with
You
this.
guys sounded great out there, and that's the whole point. Like, where it is, being able to say Fort Dodge has a destination for music every Friday night. Friday Night Live is what we kind of latched onto, because when we looked at this, we said, well, okay, where is everybody on the music scene right now?
And there's a lot.
Yeah, there is, and there's only become more, which
Yep.
is perfect, because if you weren't taking advantage of Peter and all these different folks that play music.
Jesse Wilson
who
on the
I'm
shirt right there.
Also repping a shirt for right now, yeah.
Yep.
And matter of fact, Jared Benson's my hat right now, so not to be a
Nice.
complete
You're a
merch slut,
walking,
but-
yeah.
I love it. That's the way it's gotta
Whatever.
be. That's the way it's gotta be, man.
But that's the whole point. We have this huge resource of people that are out here doing this thing well enough to have merchandise.
Yeah.
So I'm going to support that. You know, that's
Say
a
live music.
given. Yeah, support live music,
Or
support,
support, yeah.
local music. Yeah, it's the whole point. And that's a huge resource that not everywhere else has. So Friday nights, goodies, because Thursday night is Shiny Top.
Yeah.
Saturday night is random.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of Fine Arts Association stuff happens on Saturday nights too.
Tuesday, Crossroads.
Tuesday
And
is now the Crossroads.
The other thing,
Tuesday. Yeah.
The other thing with Fridays too is that you're starting at 8 o'clock. So yeah, there are some that are starting like 9 to midnight. Well, there's some people like me. I want to start earlier than 9 o'clock. I'm older now.
I got to be honest. I didn't go to a show yesterday because it was like 2 counties over and it started at 9, and I was just like, "Geez, I'm gonna have to leave an hour before." And then
Yeah.
I'll get. And then I
There
was just
it
like,
is.
I was like, well, I don't know. So like the 8, even if you started just 8, that makes such a big difference. It's so good.
Well, and the winery is 6 to 8, so you're
Yes.
not
Oh,
overlapping with them
Right.
either.
Yep.
So
Nice.
And there's, Sneakers does Wednesday nights fairly often. Again, not every single Wednesday night,
Right.
but they do stuff. So we just looked at it and thought, okay, Friday nights is going to be our thing. That's what we're going to roll out. And not only that, but it's a weekend deal. We want Fort Dodge to have an anchor of somewhere to go every Friday night if you want to see live music. I hardly ever see people say, where is live music Friday night anymore? And I used to see it on Facebook a lot. So now I don't see that as much.
that's because your events are on our calendar. Oh, sorry.
There it is.
Go to www.fdfineartsassociation.org
Good plug,
and
good
click on the
plug.
community calendar. The link is in the description.
Click, like, and share.
No, and you guys are really good about promoting your events coming up too. So, yeah, we love live music. Having another opportunity is amazing.
I mean, having enough musicians to pull it off this well is one of the key, like you mentioned it right there. Like, you could have 10 venues that want to do Friday night shows, but if there aren't enough musicians, then it doesn't matter. Or if there's not enough people that actually, support live music. This whole
Right.
community is so entrenched in live music here. They love it. They absolutely love it. And that's one of my favorite things about this area is it's not just like, well, we have a lot of talented people. Well, there's a lot of people here who like these people, and they'll come from
Yes.
literally a county over
Yeah.
just to come to this county to enjoy live music. And it's really cool that, there's ebbs and flows. Sometimes it's like, well, Friday nights, sometimes there's a lot of live music, and it's like, sometimes there's not. But it's nice to have somebody that's just like, well, now there's going to be every Friday night we're going to have music. Every Friday night we're going to bring somebody in here that's, semi-local-ish. And you could go a few months without repeating musicians.
Oh, we do.
Oh,
Yeah,
for
absolutely.
sure.
Now we grab people once in a while and repeat, but that's basically because they've brought somebody else with them, or they're doing something different, or we just love them and can't not have them back. You know what I mean? So it's crazy the amount of people that are rolling around right now able to do what they love, and I just think being able to support that's amazing. So
Yeah, well, and I love what you said, being mindful of, nobody else is having regular live music on Friday nights from 8 to 11, essentially. And just putting that simple thought into it, I think is just playing nice and respecting what other people do also. And this
tough.
might be an accident, but, when I look back on what events you've had, you're generally, I can't think of one scenario where you've booked someone or somebody else has booked someone where they're playing 3 nights in a row in town, and Oh Goodies just happens to be one of them. So that's nice too.
we try, and it's tough. Like you said,
Yeah.
there's a lot of people that want to see live music, and you've got to schedule stuff. But like tonight, it was a pop-up for us. We've got Matt Woods tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Love Matt
exactly.
Woods.
Yeah, he's awesome.
And I've only ever seen him here in town at Bootleggers because they do live music every once in a while. And I got to see the show last time, and it was great. And I'm excited
Bootleggers,
for
I'm
tonight.
coming for your membership.
Yes, by all means.
Oh, it's good. It's a great place.
Nate, get on that.
Yeah. Calling them out.
Yep, I'm going to. What do you see, and we'll get to this stuff in a second, but, you had a lot of forethought into what needed to be in place for this to open again, like you said, with the building and some of those things. But what are some of your plans or hopes for down the line? What's the future of Oh Goodies Brewing?
Let me twist my beard for a second.
You probably could. That's a nice beard.
Actually, I can, but anywho, we do have a lot of plans coming up. I won't get all over that thing yet because I'm going to dedicate some time to that. But we have a pumpkin carving event that will be in October. We've got a pizza. Now, this hasn't really been released, so this is kind of a sneak peek. Ooh. But I'm going to get two pepperoni pizzas and 2 specialty pizzas from every place that you like pizza from in Fort Dodge, and we're gonna blind taste challenge them here at Oh Goodies on the patio. So yes, it's not only a patio pizza party, but it's being judged.
P cubed.
Try to keep it. So say that 5 times fast.
Yeah.
But if you can imagine, like, you'll be able to go out and just blindly grab a slice of pepperoni pizza from 4 or 5 different spots. And then, you'll be able to vote for the one you like the best, and you'll be able to look at some of the specialty pizzas that they'll provide. I've already talked to a few different places that are on board. There's some things that people don't even know about. Chesterfield makes a great pizza, and almost no one knows. They just do not have that out there.
I had no idea.
I've actually only ever heard that.
Don't they have? I thought it was frozen pizza.
Maybe like once or twice I've heard people be like, yeah, I went down there and got a pizza. I've also heard they've got pretty decent other food.
Shh, don't tell anybody about their lunch menu, because it's like the most affordable and awesome little lunch spot in town that no one knows about that also. So not to plug other places,
we'll tell no one.
Hey, Chesterfield, there you go. There you go, Scott.
That's fun, though.
So so there's some other stuff coming up. We've got a ton of music slated already. I haven't gone through and done like a entire calendar.
Yeah.
We just do the monthly events because there are so many. But we've got a lot of stuff coming up.
So Fort Dodge Fine Arts did going back to your pumpkin contest, we did a kind of an auction for some personalized painted pumpkins.
Oh, wow.
One year. Nicole Tracy, I don't know if either of you know Nicole Tracy, but she is an amazing artist. She's actually starting her own kind of personalized business. But it's all handmade. This isn't like the graphic or any of that. Mm-hmm. But we commissioned her to create 3 pumpkins, and they were all painted. And one of them was Jeremy Ober.
Oh, wow.
So it was Jeremy Ober's face. I have pictures of him holding himself.
Wow.
But she would be a great contact just if you wanted to have some that maybe then you donated that to somebody, or however you wanted to do it. But that was a really fun.
We need to Photoshop that up so he's the Headless Horseman or something.
Right? And his pumpkin was the highest bid.
Of course
Everyone
it was.
wanted the Jeremy Ober pumpkin.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. Wow. I know it. I know. It's hard to wrap your head around.
That's hilarious and awesome at the same time. And that's like another thing where it's just like, there's probably people that are just like, well, who's Jeremy Ober? And it's like, well, dude, he's like a local legend musician guy, and he's just a regular guy like you and me, but he plays a mean guitar and sings really well, and everybody loves him and knows him.
And raises money for scholarships.
Yes. Yep. And it's just like, well, that's why his face was painted on a pumpkin.
It was like Mozart and Jeremy Ober.
That's hilarious.
I can't remember who the third one was, but they were these 2 like iconic generational composers. And then the next generation composers.
I like that. The new generation.
He still had his long hair then too.
That's classic. So fun.
So yeah, you're just planning more creative events and having more opportunities to get the community down here.
Yeah, we're about to kick into football season.
Okay.
Wrestling season. So we try to watch pretty much all Fort Dodge Dodger football. We're going to try to show that this year. We've got watch parties going for Hawkeye games, Iowa State games, Packers games. Whatever.
Yeah.
But we've got stuff going on pretty much all the time during the day. We've got Monday nights. You can come down and play Texas Hold'em Poker League.
Oh,
It's
cool.
100% free and it's 100% legal.
Yeah.
You get ranked just like you would for dart or pool league.
Oh, cool.
After playing Texas Hold'em. So that's Monday nights. And then it's also dart season coming back.
I was just going to ask, are you
Yeah.
involved in Dart League? I don't see. You do have a pool table. Do you have
Yeah,
pool league?
yep, dart and pool league. We have a pretty good pool and dart following, so we've got a really special tournament that's coming up here pretty quick, kind of in memory of Jason Sorensen, who just recently passed. But that tournament's going to be coming up pretty quick. We've got a bunch of sign-ups starting for fall dart and pool league. So on like Thursday nights, you come in and at 7 o'clock the bar's packed, and everybody's like, "What's going on?" Well, it's just dart league.
Yeah.
Know? So here they go.
Well, we're big fans
But
of Green Amusement at Fort Dodge Fine Arts too. We have 23 painted pianos in Fort Dodge, and I think Green Amusement has helped us move like 18 or 19 of them. Basically, Kyle Green by himself.
Right on.
But
Kyle's good people.
He is good
The whole
people.
Green Amusement.
Just puts it on his back and walks
They
around
are.
with it.
They are, and that was quite a loss. With
Yeah,
Jason.
100%.
So, okay, so we like to use these as an archival tool to talk about the business and the history a little bit, but we also try to time these with something new and exciting that's coming up
new.
that the community can get excited about. So let's get them excited.
Well, all right. So September 20th, this is along the lines of what we already talked about a little bit. Something that the community wants, something that we've been approached to kind of try to revive. A lot of the stuff that we do right now is stuff that people have asked for from the past. The downtown area used to have a fall fest that was amazing. And there was always a couple bands and there was always stuff to do during the day. So we're bringing that back, and flyers will be out this week. We've got a talent show that's kind of kicking off that thing along with the fine arts, and we will have, numerous slots for people ages 8 to 18 to be able to come in and...
Sorry, Peter.
Not this one.
Not this time.
Missed it by 20 years. Darn.
But yeah, it's open for anybody. Prizes first, second, and third. It'll be a good time. Slated right now to go 2 to 5, depending on how many people get signed up. We already have 2 entries signed up right now.
Cool.
And you haven't
yeah.
even advertised, so that's
Yeah,
great.
and this isn't even a known thing really yet. So
And this is open to a variety of talents. It's
Yep.
not just singing
absolutely
or
right.
guitar playing.
Yeah, I was thinking like juggling or like magic act or card tricks or it's like there could be like anything in this.
Yeah, I mean it's like Fort Dodge has
Unicycle
got
riding.
talent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, no, I love that idea. And so this event that you're talking about will be partially family friendly.
Yeah, absolutely.
So-
I would say during the day is all family friendly. I mean, we're going to do a watermelon eating contest, both youth and adult.
That could be fun.
A-Bait is going to show up a little bit. They've got a ride that day for Bikes for Tykes, I
Okay.
believe it is. It's their toy run. And we've got a beer pong tournament later in the day. So that might be where we start to go up the hill away from the youth and
That's when the
family fun.
babysitters show up and pick them up.
Yep, everybody starts to go a different route, and we'll do beer pong, and then we'll have some different drink specials. We're going to close down the street
Okay.
in front of the bar. We'll have a couple food trucks that'll show up.
Cool.
And like I said, that'll be where we do the watermelon eating contest because that'll be a little messy, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
And then we'll actually have Jack Hansen is
Yep.
going to come, and he's going to do some music.
Sweet.
Possibly one more to be determined that I haven't named yet. And then Renegade Soul is going to be here for
Oh.
the night. So
Nice.
they're gonna come in and close out the night with us. So
And all the live music will be out on the street? Is that the
the
plan?
live music will set up on the patio,
Okay.
but the whole patio and the street will all be available. We'll be selling drinks and everything on the patio, in the bar, and you'll be able to take them out and do stuff outside. So
Yeah.
Cool.
yeah.
So will there be admission?
No,
Like in the
this
gates,
is,
or how will this?
Nope, wide open downtown Fall Fest. We're going to talk to some different people about doing a little bit of sponsorship stuff to get them involved. I think we're going to have some vendors during the day that are going to come down and do some different stuff. I know you guys might have a booth set up that day to do.
We talked about it. Yep.
Yeah, to do some things.
You do run a mean booth, Shelly.
Thank you.
Yes.
I've been told.
Yes. Oh my gosh. I've actually like seen you at a couple events doing a couple different things, and every time I'm just like, this looks like it's fun. You know, I might want to do this, but there's always kids involved, and they're always and it's like I'm not gonna like stand.
Oh, Doyle rules.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. Yeah. I should just stand in line with them and just be like, it's my turn now. I waited in line for this. That's super cool. Because, I mean, like, it's going to be very accessible. There's parking lot right there. There's another one right there. There's one over here.
Yep.
Street parking over here, there. Like, it's going to be easy to get to.
Yeah, and we hope to grow this thing. I mean, at some point in time, depending on how this works out, we might try to make this like a block thing.
Oh,
cool. Get Shiny Top, get Salty Sue's, the Larimar, and block off and kind of do everything down here. I'd love to see a Fall Fest scavenger hunt that involves a bunch of different businesses and whatnot down here downtown.
Cool.
So,
Yeah.
but we want to make it, everybody's talking about downtown destination, Fort Dodge kind of stuff. We really want to see, we've worked with Main Street Fort Dodge a little bit. They do a super amount of stuff trying to get downtown Fort Dodge to where it needs to be and where people want to see it. I think that's something that is happening. So this is just one more piece of that puzzle, hopefully. Get some of the travel and tourism stuff involved. Get people used to coming to Fort Dodge downtown.
Yeah.
They can do it. We saw it with Trace Adkins' concert last week. There was plenty of people down here. So
Yeah.
And all the businesses downtown, get a boost from that.
Right. Oh, for sure.
Everybody that's still open at those different times during the day, it's a good thing for all of downtown.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good thing for the whole community because you got to consider how many people are going to come in like me from out of town. I might have to gas up on my way out of town. There might be people coming from further away. They might stay in town.
Stay
in town,
The
grab
arts
a bite to eat before,
and
during,
music
after.
are a huge economic driver.
They are.
For communities.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Yeah.
And I'm thankful that we live in a community that recognizes that. And the fact that, with shutting down the street and the building next door, I'm glad that you've had such a positive experience with the city.
We have.
From that perspective as well. Main Street, of course. You mentioned Visit Fort Dodge in a roundabout way. So all really great tools to help promote this. The date is
September 20th.
Okay.
All right.
Yes, and like I said, you'll see a whole bunch of stuff coming out on it probably Monday as we get to going on this because it's about a month away and no one makes plans, earlier than that.
Yeah, well,
Do
I
they?
mean,
I do.
Oh wait, never mind.
I'm booked through May.
Apparently, people do make plans.
I can say, hey, if you guys are listening to this anytime remotely close to when it came out, yeah, this event's coming up really quick. So,
Yes.
so put it on your calendar and make sure you show up.
Yeah, almost a month already.
Yeah.
We're a month out.
Yeah, no, that's great. So once you guys kick off, this has been in my private only read on the calendar. So we'll switch that over and make sure we're helping to promote
Yeah.
that too. Beer pong. When was the last time you played beer pong?
It's been a long time.
Challenge you.
I will lose.
Perfect.
Fine. Even better.
We never did have our Connect 4 battle, but
No, we didn't.
Well, we have a large Connect for the patio here. We can break it out that
We're
day.
going to have a tournament.
bring it. There's going to be an unofficial FDT tournament at Fall Fest.
We'll work on a better name for that. But
It just rolled right off the tongue really nicely.
but no, and I actually wrote that down as something to bring up, like some sort of pub type crawl or bar crawl, including, because this is a great middle ground between
Yep.
different locations
I mean,
too.
that's perfect for I'm going to tie it all the way back in. The live music starting at 8. It's like you could go a couple hours here and then go over to the next place and go a couple hours there, and it's perfect for that kind of atmosphere and environment. And there's rideshare services in town if you need them, so it's perfect for that.
My challenge that'll go out to this brand new group of city council members that are trying to be elected right now and a new mayor that's trying to be elected right now. My challenge to them
Are you going to
is-
announce your candidacy for
No,
mayor?
no more irons in the fire.
Okay. I thought that's where we were going.
He's announcing that he's not running for the
That's
House
right.
race.
But I would love to see a hotel in downtown Fort Dodge.
Oh, yeah.
So when I said earlier destination downtown, we can't have that until we can make it a place to stay. So all of ye who are running and all of ye who are becoming city council members or the mayor or whatever, we are looking at you to find a way to make this happen. Use the resources, find the investors, make the right things. And we've heard about it. People have talked about it. It has to happen.
Yeah.
Does not matter what the situation has to be. We have to have a hotel in downtown Fort Dodge.
Yeah, that's a
You
really.
have to be able
I've
to
never
walk.
thought about that. Like that's a really good point. And we have various locations of varying levels of where they are.
Yeah.
In repair or not.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just thinking like there are hotels, but it's not an easy walk to get from the Starlight
No.
down to here.
No,
I mean, it's not
no, you're not
impossible,
walking
but
there.
I'm
Yeah,
not.
that's not
Crossroads.
I'm not going to be doing that.
Yes.
Yes, I apologize, everybody. It's the
It's
Crossroads.
okay.
I
norm.
said it earlier. I'm 1,000 years old. That's it. To me, farm eggs still exists.
Or even if it was somebody that turned a bunch like Airbnb, like suites or something like that.
Yeah, the availability for that. There's a lot of availability for that. I mean,
If you look up Fort Dodge on Airbnb, there are options.
yeah.
There are some.
How cool would it be if there was
Yeah.
like one floor of the XYZ building was slated for something like that? That'd be kind of neat.
There are some buildings that this potential to happen is there. There are some pieces of ground where it's possible. I mean, everybody's heard the rumors. There's a huge hotel that's planned to go right behind the Larimar. Okay, well, who knows?
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, sometimes those take years, It's
Yeah,
just so like,
there are rumors out there, but like I said, just sidebar, I wanted to throw this out there to all the folks that are
that would be a
looking
neat
at
thing
Fort
down
Dodge
here.
right now.
Yeah.
I love that.
That would be really cool. And there's enough stuff to do where you could come here for a Friday night and do something and then hang out on a Saturday before you take off and go home. So,
Any version of that, yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
You can walk to the Blandon
Yeah.
from here.
that is very true.
Yeah, and have a totally
Downtown's very
different.
accessible.
It is. And once you get down here,
Yeah, once you're here, you're here.
Yeah,
I
you're-
mean, it's easy, but
Yeah, you're not too far
A
from
mile
anything.
of Central Avenue will
take
take you
you
a mile.
but
We need to work on that one too.
hotel will make you stay here for a weekend.
I'm going to write that down.
Yeah, we're doing good things on this podcast. You guys know that?
Some of the best ideas come out of these podcasts, so that's for sure.
Oh,
Hotel, yeah, I like it. Places for people to stay. What else do you want down here, Justin? What else do you want to see? What's your heartbone
boy,
wish?
Before we get anything into that, I'll ruffle all kinds of feathers. 'Cause, my grandmother used to work in the Worden Plaza. So I'm one of the few that actually got to see that building in its, workable, usable space, and not everybody has.
Right, I have not.
Yeah, younger generations and people that didn't live here in that 80s, early 90s, at the bare minimum, didn't see the Warden like it is, was back then versus now. And I don't need to say much more than
Right.
that. The Warden is the Warden.
The Warden
so
is the Warden.
We really just need to. There's about 3 or 4 buildings that need to have a spark happen. Something.
Trolley
something get going with them.
Yeah, I'm just barely on that borderline of like, I haven't been in a lot of these buildings downtown, but I know the lore. And a lot of these buildings do have
Right.
like, this used to
Right.
have this in here, and this was so XYZ. And you should have seen what the 3rd floor of this building looked like because it had blah, blah, blah. Like,
Yeah.
I hear the stories. There's a lot of them, I mean, would be kind of fun to just be able to like, I don't know. It takes time and money and effort, and I know that that's something we're all gonna have to piece it out. But that would be kind of fun to kind of dink around with some of that stuff.
If
Or
you
even
want to
just-
get a taste of something, walk into the Wakanza. I know that it's turned into just, rental housing and stuff like that. But if you look at the architecture of that building when you go in there, the ceilings and everything else are just amazing. So it's
The
like,
tile flooring
oh yeah,
is beautiful.
So much cool stuff still going on in that building. So
I mean, this town has done a lot of cool stuff like that. Phillips Middle School,
Yeah.
freaking cool. Like,
Yeah.
it looks really neat in there, and they've like repurposed it into 2 different things. You got the theater in there, and you also have some living spaces in there, and it's really kind of cool how it's like the town has found a way to repurpose some of these buildings and be like, we're going to save both parts of this. We're not going to knock down half the building. We're going to save the theater too, and
Yeah.
that's Fort Dodge Fine Arts doing that. So like that's really kind of cool that the town does do those kind of things. So,
yeah, there's definitely people that are interested and want to back that kind of thing. So it's
yeah,
definitely worth it.
Yeah.
neat ideas.
Now's the time, people with money. Now's the time.
Shoot, I'm out.
I'm putting that out there to the world.
Moving on to the next thing.
I'm not even the idea man, so I just like that sounds cool. Yeah, that would be neat if somebody
You guys
did that.
should do that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's one of my favorite parts about this town though. Is like there's always seems to be this cohesiveness where everyone kind of works together, whether it be like the book shows or whether it be there's a group downtown that's working with businesses downtown, or we have whatever the growth alliances in town, and everybody comes up with ideas, and there's different investors, and crazy enough, a lot of them are local, and it's just kind of cool how everybody kind of just does that. Like businesses bringing in musicians, and it's just
the collaborations are endless.
It's wild. It's so cool that this town works like that. I know that there's a lot of people that are just like blah 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 blah, but at the same time, when you actually like look at what's going on here, there's a lot of people doing a lot of work for a lot of good things. Those people are going to be blah
blah blah blah no matter what happens.
No matter where they lived.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, 100%. Well, I mean, I'm not going to say it.
Okay.
All right, continue.
Self-editing.
Continue. Yes, I didn't have to edit that part. Thank you. Thank you, future Peter, or past Peter.
Okay.
That's funny.
Okay, so the big thing for events this fall, September 20th.
Yes. Fall Fest.
Fall Fest, downtown Fall
Yes.
Fest. Vendors, watermelon eating, kids talent
Youth
show.
talent show.
And you'll find out more information about that by following
Goody's Irish Pub.
Goodies Irish Pub
I'm
on
sure
all
it'll be
the
all over
social
my
medias.
page. I'm sure it'll be
Justin's page, Fort
It'll
Dodge
go-
Fine Arts.
It'll go everywhere now.
Yep, it'll be in the descriptions. If you just click down below, I'll have links for O Goodies. You can just there you go, follow it up.
And there'll be information out about how you can get involved in the youth talent show as well.
Yes.
So don't be afraid to register for that. That reminds me, in 2020, I have a theater group here called Stage Door Productions, and we do a big kids show every summer. Well, 2020, we couldn't do that kids show. So we put out a call to kids to submit their talent to us, and then we did like a virtual talent show.
Oh, fun.
And I think we had about 40 kids.
Nice.
Some
Cool.
playing the piano, some singing, playing guitar, might have had a tap dancer in there or something.
Cool.
I don't know. But I feel like, we get the word out, you're going to have a great response. We plan to send this out to the schools as well, to the music
Perfect.
and drama.
There's new flooring here if anybody wants to tap dance on it.
Well, they're going
Right.
to be outside.
Oh.
The talent show is outside.
Oh, bummer.
But they maybe could warm up in here.
There you go. I was gonna say that'd be cool. The first person ever to tap dance in O Goodies.
I don't know. I feel like there's maybe been some.
Maybe.
There's probably been people in this
like
building.
There's probably been
I feel like
somebody
cutting a
Peter
rug.
might have tap danced.
You never know. There might have been a little tap dancing.
Tap dance. Okay. Anyways.
Yeah,
okay.
I don't.
There's been plenty of other dances.
Yes.
Okay, that's not included in the talent show.
No.
What am I missing? I think. Oh, then the live music, of course, as well.
So all your live events also
forget
on your
what's that.
social medias.
So I was writing down Fort Dodge Fine Arts
Oh.
today, but I wrote Fort FD Farts.
That's fine.
So I'm not so sure.
That's a salute to Nate McCubbin, who on our coffee mugs always adds an F in front of the arts.
I don't want to say that, but I've been secretly calling it my fart mug
For Dutch Fine Park.
for like 6 years. That's how long I've had it.
Children.
We're just adolescents.
God.
I mean, that's all it really is.
FDFinePartsAssociation.org.
Oh my gosh. Oh wow. This
So
is
there's
awesome.
that.
So okay, we got check.
All right.
But no, we appreciate your membership. We appreciate your support of the organization. You know how to get a hold of me, and you use it when you do. So I'm always happy to help out however I can. If you have questions, you can always direct them to us. If you can't, if you need a connection through as well, although he's pretty accessible, so you can find him as well. But yeah,
I don't hide well.
Yeah. I just want to say
my laugh gives me away.
this building has been like something really really special to me. So like I mean, to have it be O Goodies and to know that it's every Friday night there's going to be music here, and this is going to be a place that's a staple for the community in that aspect. Not only that, but we were talking darts earlier and pool league. Always pack the place. So like there's a lot of stuff going on in the community right here at O Goodies. So I do want to say like I'm glad this building is still here. I'm glad it is still a bar and a location where people can come and get together, because I don't always drink, so sometimes I just come here and have a soda, and it's fun to just have a place where I can come hang out, watch music, and just be with people that are like-minded and have a good time. So thank you for that. I just want to say thank you.
No.
That's part of this whole thing. Again, when you guys asked what made you go back do this? What made this happening? And it's that, there's so many people that have said, oh my gosh, we're just so happy. We're content to be able to know that this is there for us. We come down on a Friday night or whatever. You don't have to drink. You can come down and listen to music.
Yeah.
A big difference in this day and age right now is just the way people have changed how they drink, what they drink, and everything else. So we carry a variety of stuff. Actually, we carry a THC drink now.
I was just going to bring that up.
It has no alcohol in it. I don't have a thing right here right now. Happy Can is what we carry, and they're actually delicious. I did try them. Mm-hmm. And, that's just something back in the day I wouldn't even have fathomed that this is where we'd be. But there's lots of different varieties of things to choose from, and be content with what you're doing. So
yeah, and again, I just want to say, like, there's a variety of things to do here too. I mean, I get it. This is like all about music, and we're musicians, and this is, arts associated and everything. But at the same time, like, if you just want to come down, there's, Friday night's the music. Saturday night, if you don't want to, listen to music, you can come down here on Saturday night. But there's also, like, Friday nights when it's nice, there's music on the patio. You can come inside in the air conditioning and turn on the jukebox or something.
Absolutely.
There's all sorts of things to do here. And I think that's one of my favorite things about this place is I've been here and it's all many iterations, and I'm just so glad that it's still here. I'm so glad it's still here.
You can go play the duck game if you want to. I mean, the ducks are popular.
I'm pretty good at that.
Oh, yeah.
Is that the one where you always win?
Well,
pretty much.
There's a lot of ducks floating around. So.
When it went back to Oh Goody, like the name Oh Goodies, there was definitely something heartwarming about that, I think, from the community, that kind of cheers type atmosphere. Okay, it's back to Oh Goodies. So not only the name, but the ceiling is what I always enjoy here too. I love that old architecture style and the way it's been maintained. So yeah, come down. If you haven't been down to Oh Goodies since the reopen, or even if you have, stop back, support Justin, the wildlife. I always want to say 515. Is it 515?
515 Wildlife Rehabilitation.
Yeah. So check that out as well. What else, Peter? I think
that's about it. But
you
did say it though. Like, if you haven't been here, you absolutely have to come back in here. I don't care if it was, like you said, koozies or Four Seasons or Kings or whatever, any of iterations. Like, this is different than it was before. It looks different. It's got a different feel, a different vibe. And you wouldn't think that just like moving the bar from one side of the building to the next would actually just change it that much, but it really does.
Seems like there's more seating in here in general.
So much more room for activities.
I do love this though. Like, it's I don't know. I don't want to just be like feng shui. It's actually a thing, but it really is. I don't know. It's really kind of cool. So like, just having places like this around. Like you said, it's not that downtown doesn't have anything to do, but like you needed a place like this to be the cornerstone of things to do. Like, this is here, it's going to stay here. There's going to be music here. There's going to be events here. You're going to do events outside. They're going to be on the patio. They're going to be inside. There's darts, pool, anything you need. Just a good time down here, indeed. So I mean, I've been down here. I've seen a lot of musicians here. Like I said, you had an open mic night one time. I don't know if Scott Kirkhart was running that, maybe, or
CMO.
That's what it was.
Writers Round.
Yeah, that's right.
We've had a couple writers rounds here, and we're looking at. Hopefully, those guys will be back soon. And again, there's another resource. The CMO has been really good.
That's
to this
the
area.
country music. What's the
organization?
I don't think so.
Yeah. Okay.
It's like, I think it's MCMO, Midwest Country Music.
There it is.
Midwest.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. But I mean, if anybody's listening to this, that a country singer, or maybe you play some country music, check that out. That's a great organization. That it's not just around here. It's in big cities too. It's in Minnesota and the Dakotas and things like that, and it's everywhere. And they've noticed that this town has that kind of talent level, and they know to bring events here. Yeah. So it's really kind of cool that they've chosen this place to bring, like the writers rounds too. Because I mean, that brought people from like Des Moines and everywhere else up here.
We met a lot of musicians through this so far. The South Dakota, Des Moines area, and then weirdly enough, a lot of farm kids that live out in the middle of nowhere.
I love it.
Sing country music, sing pop music, whatever it winds up being, but they're more readily accessible now because you have these organizations, you have this stuff that's going on to be able to drive them to where you can finally figure out who these guys are. So.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, I'm not just going to like pick on somebody, but like Spencer Sukon was one of those kids where it's just like somebody's like he plays, and I think it was like, I don't know, maybe over at Shiny Top was like one of his first shows, but yeah, like he just like came out of the kitchen and was just like, here's a song, and then like went back and was like, this kid's, that's awesome, like
Yeah.
And there've been a couple more of them, like you said, popping up out of nowhere, just going to a show, and it's like they just meet up with somebody, or they know a musician, or know somebody that knows a musician, and they're like, can I play a song on your break? And it's just super fun to see that happen sometimes
Absolutely.
too.
Sure.
One of the youth acts that's already booked for Fall Fest, Caden Potts, has already played a couple different places, just one song here, 2 songs here. He's gotten in with Scott Kirkard. He's gotten in with different people who have allowed him to come up as an 11-year-old and play a song, and it's like, this is the kind of stuff that builds these kind of musicians. And once you have that going on in an area, I mean, there's a reason why athletes come from specific areas. We've seen it too,
Yeah.
When wrestling families build wrestlers, it builds everyone else up around them. When you've got a softball coach like Andy Adams, all of a sudden you have winning softball teams year in and year out, and tons of softball players going to the next level.
Yeah.
That's the same thing for artists. It's no different. It's building that next generation up. So this town will foster all this talent and all this music on and on and on again, as long as we support them. So.
Definitely. And I think, how long have I been around the area? About 20 years now, I think. And it wasn't always like that in the music scene, especially, but people like Jeremy Ober, Scott Kirkard, Jesse for sure, Peter. I mean, there's just people that are it's not a threat to support somebody else, and that we can all do really well
Clint
if we
Rydell,
work together.
Evan Pratt,
I mean, we could go on and
Eric
on.
All, Section 7,
Right.
Tim Salter.
Yes.
Brutal Republic, Renegade Soul,
It's
all these
never
different
ending.
things. Yes, all this stuff. And there's so many people, and that's where you're getting all this attention. So,
Yeah, Dean Davis.
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
oh my gosh,
going.
we could spend
I
forever.
specifically didn't start listing people because I knew I'd leave people
I
off.
know.
Yeah,
I
that's-
know. I hate
I
doing
know
that
there's
'cause
no
then I'm
way
a
to
jerk.
say everyone, so yeah, it's just crazy.
Because as soon as we hit stop on the record button here, it's gonna be like that.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Vino, like
I
sitting there
know.
like
Well, and
whatever.
that would be yes.
Okay,
we're stopping now,
We're
but
done
not
with
because
that.
we didn't think of you. Because
Nabbit.
you
love
know what we mean.
We love you all.
Okay, well,
right, yeah.
I think people have a lot of information to listen to, some things to get excited about coming up this fall. Like
Yep.
I mentioned before, check out social media. Also on
links
ours,
down below.
links down below. Peter will take care of that.
Hooray!
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then next month we're on year 2.
That's wild. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh,
Year
that's
2
gonna be
of
crazy.
FDT.
Yeah, who should we bring in on year 2? Who haven't we brought in yet? Go to the Fort Dodge Fine Arts Association website, click on the members, and then find out who we haven't talked to and who should we bring on to talk and what should we talk about. I think that kind of stuff is really fun because like to give somebody the ability to interact with us to let us know what they think is.
And
it's
if
great.
you think of somebody that's not on the list, contact them. Have them contact me. And we'll get them on the list.
like bootleggers.
Yeah, like bootleggers.
All right, we're gonna end this one with a call out. So again, links down below. Make sure you subscribe, like, share. If you've ever been to Oh Goodies, click the share button. Send this to somebody.
Subscribe.
Yeah,
All the things.
all the good stuff. So Shelly, thank you. This has been great.
Thank
This is
you.
such a Oh Goodies, everybody. The links are down below. We'll see you next month.
Shine on.
Come on in, sit next to me. Tell me how you been and spill a little tea. Share a happy grin and let your mind go free. Everybody wins, keep it light and carefree. It's just a thoughtful exchange. We're engaging our brains about the arts here in town. Get the word going round. So come on in, sit next to me, and sip a little Fort Dodge tea. Fort Dodge tea, a thoughtful exchange about the arts. Thanks for dropping by.